welcome back. Today we are doing the second build for our Disney Princess Legacy Challenge kids. We already built the cottage for my oldest sim, Sleepy, who is now aged up into an adult and moved out. And now we are moving on to the next sim, who is going to age up probably in our next episode. Okay, I just want to quickly put this little note in here. This is me actually from the future. I end up building this house over multiple days in real life. So rather than telling you every single time I'm gonna like go and come back and blah blah blah, just very much ignore like if the lighting changes or the camera angle changes or anything like that, okay? Enjoy the video. Okay, so we have this huge lot here where, like I said, I've already built one house for our oldest child, Sleepy. But I'm planning to have all of the kids who aren't the legacy heir move into this lot and sort of have like a little village for themselves. So this time we are going to be building the next house for our sim, Grumpy, who I will show you now. So this is our sim, Grumpy. She is currently a teenager. She is currently hot-headed and hates children, and when she ages up into a young adult, I'm going to give her the ambitious trait as well. And I'll just give you a quick flick through of her outfits just so you get a bit of her vibe. As you can see, her colour is red. And basically for her, I've got in my mind, she's a very like independent person. She's a bit girl boss. She's maybe going to be like an entrepreneur or in the tech career, something like that. And I have also got her all set up so that she is not going to be having any like romantic relationships. And I'm actually going to do it so that she can't get anyone pregnant, she can't be pregnant, just for the fact that I don't want her to end up autonomously having children when she moves out. So that's her. She's pretty cute. Even though she's literally like grumpy, hot-headed, hates children, I've really grown to love her. But for her home, I'm planning on having it maybe be like a little bit outdated. I'm thinking kind of like 2010s chic. I don't even think that's a real thing. That might just be a name I made up. But it's like a concept in my mind that's hopefully going to transfer. So we'll just get started and see how we go. I just kind of need to pick which plot I want her on. I suppose we could like start from the front, like have them both here and then work backwards. That maybe makes the most sense, I'm not really sure. So yeah, let's maybe try here. And for all of the Sims, I'm planning on having them have like cottage type houses. Those were kind of my inspirations I've been looking up. I essentially just don't want the houses to look like super out of place like in this area. But then to be fair, I bulldozed like a very modern house to be here, so I may just be chatting nonsense, if you will. But I have essentially got plans of like pretty square brick house sort of thing. It's giving England for sure. I can actually probably pop up a few sort of like inspo pics of like houses I've looked at to get inspiration for this one. And I think maybe this needs to be a little smaller than I think it does. Yeah, and unfortunately I was wanting to make the bottom floor of this house medium wall height, but all the levels have to be the same height, so that would make this house medium wall height. I'm gonna stick to short. It's what's best really. And I'm wanting like some big chimneys up the side of the house as well. Like I'm thinking maybe something like that. And then I think I need to do a couple little roof pieces here to create the like correct look I'm going for. I feel like this will make a lot more sense if I just do it and then show what I've done. Do you see what I mean? So it's more like a tapered chimney like you might actually see in real life. And then just repeat on the other side. Cool. Okay, yeah, so that is the vague shape that I'm going for, and I think it looks pretty good. Only thing I'm having an issue with now is these dormers are taller than the rest of the roof, which is no good. I don't mind making it taller, I'll just need to make the chimneys taller. Okay, cool, that looks good. And I think I am planning on this literally being the shape. No like additional bump outs or anything, just very like blocky. That's kind of the vibe. And I'm just gonna move this back a little bit just for now, otherwise we're gonna have the issue of this house being in the way, but I can get a little bit more in there like this. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna start, I don't always do this, but I'm gonna start by picking the wallpaper just because I know I want to go for a red brick. So I think it might make sense to just get that in place to start with. Also, maybe morning light is a bit better. I think actually with the white trim might be kind of nice. Oh, it's weird around there though. It's that or maybe like this, because this is giving the British house of my dreams. But let's see about on the chimney as well, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep this the same colour or maybe add like a different stone. That honestly does look kind of good. Like, I don't really like it, but it looks good for what I'm going for, if you know what I mean. And then yeah, I wanted to go for like a very structured looking tiled roof and then add the dark trim too. That does look pretty good. Let me look at some windows and doors and things and then hopefully it starts to come together. Now, I know I said I'm going for red, but is the windows with red trim like altogether too much? Or is that kind of good? I'm also wondering if I want to make the dormers, slightly smaller. That might be better. I have no idea what I'm doing if that wasn't clear at this stage. And then where's the door gonna go? I'm really struggling to tell if I don't like it or not. Let me look for a door and then we'll talk. See, I kind of love this door, but it's so small on the wall that it makes the windows look like utterly ridiculous and huge. Do you know what I mean? Like a bigger door does just look so much better, doesn't it? Oh, I fear it might be exactly what I hoped for and more. And that's like a concerning thing, right? Like, because that's weird. That's a weird house. I'm just gonna keep going because I feel like there's no point me like going back and forward on it. I just need to keep going and see if it gets to a point where I'm no longer deeply confused. So I'm gonna go inside and start working on the floor plan a little bit. Oh, I've got a bit of a plan for the floor plan, but this window placement completely doesn't work for that. The house might also be a bit too thin, like from front to back. I might have to extend it a little bit. Let's see if this works. I mean, this does not help for my issue with the windows, but it might help otherwise. Because I was basically planning on having a room here, but that cuts the window down the middle. Which, as much as you can't really tell, it's kind of bad, isn't it? Like from the inside, that is horrendous. The windows would have to be like that instead. Honestly, I don't think matters, so that could just be fine, actually. Yeah, okay, the house is a little bit too small. I thought it was like huge and it's really not, so oh my gosh, adjustment again. Okay, it is once again bigger. I need to remind you, there is going to be one sim living in this house. Purposefully, one sim, forever, no partner, no kids. It's gonna be massive. I'm really trying to get a dining table to fit in here and it's just not. Unless I do it like that, but that's not really the bougie vibes of my dreams, you know? But this is the vague layout for the downstairs. And then probably like a sliding glass door out to the garden. Living area, primary bedroom, ensuite, bathroom / laundry room, I'm thinking. And then upstairs. I was planning on having this whole section be an office, however that has now become a really big space, so I don't know if that's like entirely necessary. The window situation is quite dire in the back, I will grant you that. This needs some work. Yeah, ignore it for now. That's none of my business at this stage. This office, however, is absolutely massive and is my problem. I mean, I think we can probably afford to go a little bit over the top in certain places because realistically, we're building this absolutely massive house knowing full well just one person lives here. So it can kind of afford to be a little bit like, she's clearly got a lot of money and it's all for her. And then I was thinking like another bathroom here. And here's the thing, I was planning on just having a single guest room upstairs, but that means the guest bedroom is absolutely massive and that's the primary room. Maybe we're gonna have to do some like different rooms, like a home gym or something, like, because this is a little bit excessive really, isn't it? I am wondering if using these red Strangerville doors everywhere is like too much, or if maybe that will be fun. Honestly not sure, but I might try it. So I'm unsure what's actually going to end up happening with these rooms upstairs, but I think we can probably just figure it out when we get to it. I think this is fine, let's get to some furnishing. So I'm planning on keeping the colour scheme basically to like red, white and black, like, and a bit of grey maybe, but like very just like simple. Like I said, I'm going somewhat like modern, like contemporary style, but like to like maybe a decade or so ago. And quite frankly, if you couldn't tell, I'm no style expert, so I could be totally off with like what I feel like the style in my head actually is, if you know what I mean. Like, it could actually be like, oh no, this is super popular from this era or whatever, but I'm just going with what I think in my brain. Yeah, I'm thinking like black wood is probably the way to go for the flooring. I kind of like the idea of white tile in the kitchen, but it's very high contrast, but maybe that's good, I'm not sure. Let's pick some kitchen counters, shall we? Okay, that's probably pretty good for the kitchen set, and these are the exact chairs I want to use. I know I wanted to use them. They are it. They are the perfect thing. Yeah, unfortunately our doors and windows are more of like a burgundy, whereas I know I'm gonna want to go for a bit of a bright red in places as well, so we're gonna be mixing reds. Funnily enough, the game doesn't have all the same swatch of everything. I think maybe sink in the island. Or we could go for sink and then have like the dishwasher next to it or something. Not the red dishwasher. Oh my god. It's like impossible not to do, right? Like that's too good. Oh, I did a classic move from me. I forgot to leave space for like all the appliances. Fridge can probably go there, but the oven... Oh no. The oven's probably gonna have to go there, which means I don't really want the sink. Oh, the black fridge is good. Oh, I like this. This is kind of working actually. Okay, there we go. I think that's probably okay. I don't love having the dishwasher on the end here, but I think it's better than not having it. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of the living space now, and we can go back and do like additional clutter and things in a bit. I think I like this sofa best, which is funny because it's actually like a smaller sofa than I was planning on using. I was gonna go for like a 3-wide one, but honestly I just like this one with the like black and white cushion. Do we have a glass coffee table? Do we not? Oh, this one. Thank God. I was like, I can swear I can like picture one. Oh, yeah, that's probably pretty good. I was planning on putting a TV like up on the mantle, which I could probably still do. Just gotta mess with everything real quick. That in there. Okay, and there we go. Custom TV on the fireplace. That's honestly pretty cool. Oh, that rug is probably good. And then I'm thinking I should probably get like some chairs to go here or something, just because the one small sofa is a little sad. I really had it in my head that she would have a lot of like matching furniture sets, like no mix and match. Everything is very much like all bought from the same set at the same time kind of thing, you know? So this is probably good. Is my point. This is fun because this is a very different style than I usually build with, so I'm enjoying this. Let's do this dining table situation. Honestly, I think that's probably good. I might bring it off the wall as well. I think we can afford to have it at least just that little bit off. Just so it doesn't look so tucked into corners. It makes the space feel smaller than it is when you do that, I think. Is it weird to have like the black rug on the black wood? Because I kind of feel like it's okay. Maybe that way? Is this better? Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. I think that's cool. I know it's not great to have like the rug be this close to like the chairs, but I'm not here to worry myself with those kinds of things. I'm also wondering if I want windows on the side here, because that's probably good from inside, right? Oh, I like this wallpaper. Maybe not for like the whole space, but like that is actually really good vibes for the kind of thing I'm trying to put across here, you know? I love that I said not for the whole space and then I'm very much doing the entire space. Oh, I kind of love it. That's added like a little bit of fun to it, I think. And then we need like a tile or something for the kitchen. Oh, maybe that's good to like add a bit of like dark in there. I love this build. Wondering if I want to do black stairs. Yeah, probably, right? Why is there not a matching fence for this banister? Oh gosh, of course there's not. That is not the same, but I think it might have to do. Oh wait, no, that might be better. Is that meant to match? I hate this game. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and do like a few little bits of clutter, details, things like that. Why don't I use one of these? I never think to use these, but like, it's probably pretty fancy to have one, right? Because it's, you know, safe. Don't know where to put it though. It looks kind of terrible anywhere, so yeah. Should we have like a kettle or something? That might be kind of nice. Yeah, okay, maybe just a little fruit bowl and call it a day. Maybe some little flowers on the table. What could we put on the coffee table? That's kind of fun. I've just never used this, so I like feel the urge to use it. But like, is that ridiculous? Maybe, but I kind of like it. Why not? Why not? This whole style is something I don't usually go for, so it might be nice to just sort of really lean into that. Just go for like all things that I wouldn't usually use, you know? Not sure what to do with this corner. It's feeling very bare. You know, I might actually have her have a chess table because I've been having her work on the logic skill. So it might be nice to sort of like keep that up, so to say. Not that obviously I'll be here to play with her and have her do it, but you get my point. Okay, I think that's pretty cool actually. This is so different from my usual stuff, but I like really love it. Just think it's cool. Okay, so that's probably this living space done, I think. Unless I want anything by the front door. We're just gonna get a little mail thing. And honestly, that might be good. I'm trying to keep it slightly more like, not necessarily minimalist, but not like overly cluttered. So I think this might be good. Okay, do I like these curtains? Or do I prefer it without? Okay, fine. Curtains and done. Walk away. Walk away. I think I'm actually going to move on to the laundry room next. I don't know why. I'm just sort of like looking forward to that room. To have like a red and a black one maybe. And I did want at least like a toilet and a sink in here as well. Just so it's sort of like the guest bathroom, you know? I could use the same tile again. Okay, I'm wondering if I can just get away with one window in here. I don't know what I'm gonna... The back of this house is a mess and we know it, so I don't really know what to say about that. Okay, but I think this could maybe work for the little bathroom setup. And we can just get like a few little pieces of clutter and stuff like that. Just all of the necessities, and then I think that's probably good. Oh, I'm thinking maybe this will be better for over here, just so it's not quite as crowded. That might be better, right? Could even put this shelf up here as well. Actually, I might get rid of this because I've not got hampers. And that might be helpful, you know? So, okay, there we go. That's pretty good in here, actually. I think I'm happy to move on from that. I also remembered I do want to add maybe just some pendant lights over the kitchen island. Maybe those ones are good. That's kind of fun, actually, yeah. Okay, cool. So I think I will now maybe move on to the primary bedroom, which I'm sort of dreading just because it feels like, you know, it's obviously quite like an important room. Oh, that's probably pretty good. Even though all the red from Dream Home Decorator is sort of more of like a... Does peachy red make sense? Like it's got like an orangey tone to it, but I think we can probably make it work. I was kind of in my heart thinking we would use these side tables, but that doesn't really match now. I was thinking that one or this one, but like that's not really... This isn't really a good color actually. Like I like it, but it's not actually the right color for what we've been using. Oh dear. Oh, not the base game. That is sort of it though, isn't it? Like, she is that girl. That just immediately makes this room look like so aggressively like base game though, do you know what I mean? Like, we could probably make it work though, right? I feel like we can. Probably keep this flooring in here. I don't know about this rug, but I'm gonna give it a go because it's sort of the best one I found. Oh, that's good. It doesn't work with this rug, but that is... I don't understand my obsession with like picking styles and just ideas that I just don't like. Just unsure what I'm going for, you know? I think that might have to be it, like just the most plain option we can. Interesting stuff going on, that's what I'll say. Okay, I think maybe I'll get like something else for like the wall here, but this is what I've got in this bedroom so far. Really not where I was expecting to go with it, honestly. Oh, I did really want like this live, laugh, love thing. I know it's a Christmas decoration, but when it's like this one, it sort of just looks like a bit of like a live, laugh, love moment, you know? And I'm sort of here for that. Unfortunately, we don't really have what I like truly in my heart want for this build, which is like one of those like huge clocks. Like, you know, for a while it was really like trendy to have like a massive clock on the wall. Yeah, like that's what I want. Might just leave it because honestly like it's exactly what I want. It just looks ridiculous, you know? And sometimes you can't let yourself be held back by that. I'm stuck between making it stand out with the white or like blending it in a bit with the black. I might go all out, just huge clock. Why not? Ah, so stupid. Okay, well, I guess this is the primary bedroom. Who knows, honestly. It definitely is in keeping with the style, so that's something at least. Okay, and let's do the ensuite bathroom now. Now, for the bathrooms, I was hoping to go for like a white paneling, sort of shiplap kind of vibes, you know? But we unfortunately don't actually have a lot of vertical paneling in this game, which is very sad. Hurts my heart. Like, we've got this one, but I don't really want it. I suppose that's actually pretty good. It's actually not as bad as I thought. We could just do this, like a very plain tile. I think it is actually the same tile as this one as well, just obviously different colour. I'm gonna see what Oh dear. I was gonna say I'm gonna see what like the red filter has to offer us for bathrooms, but I fear that is exactly what I'm looking for in like not a good way. Toilet can just be regular. Oh no. I fear that is the correct style. This is just not okay, really, is it? Maybe a black mirror. Just getting a few bits of clutter here. And I think maybe like this cabinet or something might be good. I'm wondering if I want to build out this wall here, like build in the shower. That might be good. I feel like I'm literally just taking this opportunity to just use things that I don't usually use for like no good reason. But why not? That's my theory at least. Maybe I could get this here, just shuffle everything here over a little bit. Is that even black? I think it's meant to be. Okay, maybe like a blind then or something, and then that's probably good. The thing with these blinds though is that like, I don't know if I want the entire window covered. Like that might be realistic, but like, I don't know. Does that look bad? Maybe if it's in black, a little bit more subtle. That's good. Okay, yeah, I think I'm done with this bathroom. That came together quite easily. So now I think that is us done pretty much with the entire downstairs. So now I think I could probably move upstairs. Yeah, let's do it. I could probably do with just repeating this wallpaper. Just keep it simple. I have no idea what I want to do in the hallway, so I'm gonna leave that for now because there's not really space for much anyway, but unless... what if we just do like another huge clock? It's kind of good, and then I'll get something like there. I love how I said I wasn't going to do it and now I'm doing it. Oh, yeah, that's good. I was looking for some sort of like writing on the wall. Yeah, that's good. You can imagine it says like, family is everything, or something like that. I know it's on like a pattern wall, I don't care. Okay, let's try and do this office then. I think we're gonna keep the same flooring. I think I might like keep up with like the glass theme. I think that's pretty good, especially for like such a dark room with the wood. I think it probably helps to have something a little brighter maybe. Oh, the red chair, it's just too good. Should probably have a pretty nice computer. Yeah, I really don't know what my plan is with this bookshelf situation, but we can figure something out. I don't know about that. I fear I'm just gonna have to use the Book Nook kit. Like, I didn't want to because it's like just a super obvious choice, you know, but it's just pretty good, right? So how does that look? I've just put that rug like twice. Is that maybe cool? I'm not sure. I think it is kind of cool. Oh, or maybe that. I did like what I had there before, but that is probably just a little bit more in keeping with what we've done so far. And I should probably pick a wallpaper as well before I go too far. Oh, like sort of evil villain lair vibes. How about this with like dark walls on the sides and like white on the ends? Actually, would that even be better if it was reversed? Like, is that better? We're gonna need something along this wall though, because that is just bright white nothingness at the moment, really, isn't it? I'm trying to put across the idea that she's like maybe an entrepreneur, like a businesswoman kind of thing. Is having the whiteboard like good for that? Like maybe she like brainstorms on the whiteboard or something? Do we see where I'm going with this, or is it just kind of stupid? Honestly, it just adds something to the room though, so that might be good enough. And then I think I will add those little chairs, maybe in this corner or something. Like a little like informal meeting area kind of situation. I don't know, it's one of those things I'm like, maybe she's a freelancer, so maybe she does have meetings at her home or something. Oh yes, that is the funky table of my dreams. Oh, a fish tank in here is a good idea. Okay, I've got things happening. Oh, like a drinks tray, like for hosting. Oh, that's a huge fish tank. Are any of them smaller? Okay, so we do have 3 options. I don't know, I think this one actually looks really cool. Let me move these. Okay, how is that? It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? But like, I think I might be on board regardless. Maybe have a hanging plant in the corner. Okay, this is kind of an interesting room actually. I think maybe I'll get a couple of things in the empty spaces on the shelves. I love when things slot in places that they just simply don't even fit. Why not, eh? Oh yeah, maybe something on the desk as well would be good. A decorative teapot, anyone? Do I want anything else on the desk? Maybe just like a small plant? Okay, I think this might be this room done. I actually kind of like it. I think it's pretty good. It sets up at least a sort of vibe of whose office this might be, you know? Seems pretty fancy, pretty over the top. and that's kind of the whole vibe. We are gonna move on now and do the upstairs bathroom. As per usual, my way is just to kind of like copy the bathroom again. Like, I don't tend to do different things for different bathrooms. Just because I think, honestly, in real life, most people just have basically the same stuff in every bathroom, right? I mean, I suppose I literally did already use 2 different toilets and 2 different sinks. But this is like a, I don't know, this feels different. And yeah, I mean, that is probably pretty much it. I think maybe it is worth including this little bath mat as well. I don't actually like it in the downstairs one, but I think maybe upstairs it's better. So this is probably just gonna be it. I don't know, I feel like maybe this wall needs something. Oh, you know what? I literally cannot think of something to put there, so we're just gonna not do that. Unless I just do like that. No, you know what? That'll be fine. I kind of am going for a style that I personally don't like in this house, so it can sometimes be a bit difficult to pick. Oh, this is an interesting, I hadn't seen this rug before actually. That is like all the right colours. Keep an eye on that. I'm just trying to see if I want to put a rug in this hallway because it is kind of empty. Yeah, that, you know what, that'll do. It just needed something, I think. Okay, so now we've got these 2 rooms left. I wanted to make one a guest room, and then I was trying to think what else to do. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna do like a craft kind of room or something. I was thinking maybe she could do like candle making or something like that. Just a bit of like a skill room. I was thinking maybe like a little meditation stool or something, because that sort of works for her vibe. Because I imagine she's like very high strung, like businesswoman, but like she tries to relax, you know? What if she had like a massage table in her house? Is that like really weird? Like, yeah, maybe a little bit weird, yeah. I was debating knitting. Yeah, and like I said, I was thinking about candle making. Just because I thought that might be a nice, you know, sort of creative outlet. Okay, this is a really random, like, assortment of stuff, but let's try and make something work in here, shall we? I've done this before, actually. I like putting this little artist thing by the candle makers because it kind of just looks very similar. Like, it looks like it could be for the candle making rather than just, like, painting or whatever. I want to try and do something a little bit more around just having like the meditation stool like on its own. Thinking like maybe a little table with like some incense on it or something like that. I think that could just be like a nice touch. I also realized that I'm putting this, but I don't know, can you click on it and like hire like a masseuse to come and do it, or would it basically just be useless? I don't know. What do we think about this wallpaper? This is kind of a random room. I do understand that, but like, I'm just trying to fill in space, you know? Oh yeah, I was wanting to use this actually in this house, so that is probably a good thing to include. I might use that one in there. It's like I was saying, I was planning on having some like word art kind of pictures. That says like, peace comes from within. Or something like that. I don't know, I think that might be okay. It's, like I say, a little bit random, but it's also nice to just have a bit of a skill room usually, so I think that will be okay. Okay, cool, so then in this room, I'm wanting to do the guest bedroom. Oh, I like this bed, actually. Let's try and use that. Windows like that might be okay as well, but that would mean that there's an awkward space for the bed. We could do the bed that way. And I was thinking of having like a slightly lighter wallpaper in here. Yeah, what about that? Doesn't go with the rug, so maybe not. That is kind of cool. Is it? I'm just gonna keep going because honestly, there's only so much I can keep up with my own bad choices. I don't think I can do this wallpaper if I'm gonna... It's just too dark, isn't it, if it's all like that? What about this? No, it's not good. It's not good. Maybe nothing over the bed. Really want to use this chair somewhere just because it's so like, I don't know. It's like bad, but in a good way. Yeah, and I still want to try and use that little wall art thing as well. How does that look with the lamp? Oh, I wanted to like it, but I don't. That's like story of my life right now. Maybe that's good? Sure, why not? Let's get a dresser. Oh yeah, let's do like the matching base game stuff. Hell yeah. Oh wait, instead of these, maybe we should get a mirror in here. It's a bit tall, isn't it? It's like a bit high on the wall. I do like the vibes of that though. It's like they're all sort of that height. It's just quite a short dresser. Okay, let's try it. I'm just gonna have to put something on top of the dresser that sort of like closes the gap. How is that for some clutter? It's like a lot, but maybe in a good way? Let me just do a quick little round of the room. What do we think? This wallpaper is still like really throwing me off. Like, I don't think I can use it. But we honestly don't have many other options. I mean, surely not, right? Could do the white triangles again. Honestly, that might be better. Yeah. I tried to not use it again, but there we go. Okay. Now I do want some art above the bed because it looks really empty. What about those? I think I'm just gonna say it's fine. I can't keep overthinking it like this. It must be remembered, if I hate it, I'm literally never going to play in this house, ever. I'm gonna move her in, and then I'm gonna say bye, and then I'm gonna leave. And I'm probably never gonna come here. So that is probably good. Lovely guest bedroom. Okay, so I think that is the whole interior done now. Oh, one thing I did want to change was we have, since I did this downstairs, got the new sliding door that is taller. And honestly, I think that is probably a necessary improvement. There we go, much better. Oh yeah, and I added those windows on this side, but I did add no windows on this side. But I don't think there's anything we can do about that now because for the most part, you just couldn't do that. So that's fine. Okay, so yeah, that is everything done for the interior. Now what I just want to check is, am I happy with having this house here on the lot? I'm thinking I'd like to move it back just because it is quite big and a lot of the other houses are probably going to be a bit smaller. So I'm thinking I would like to place it maybe on one of the back sections. Just so we don't have like these huge builds right at the front. Don't want it to look sort of like front heavy or whatever, if you see what I'm saying. Okay, cute. So now we're gonna work on the exterior, which to be honest, I've not got huge plans for the exterior of this one. Thinking maybe just a little front porch area like this, just something quite small. I am also considering doing a different sort of stone or brick on the top half of the chimneys as well, just because that is quite usual for something like this. So I'm wondering if it might just add like a little extra something, like a bit of extra detail. Or we could do the whole thing like that, which might be better just for how it looks in the game. Okay, yeah, maybe that's good. I've just tried like so many different bricks, but I think this one works okay. Okay, yeah, I like that. Now, as I said, the back of this house is kind of ridiculous given all the windows. Okay, but I was, sorry, real jump scare of all those things appearing. I was planning on maybe having like a little gazebo covering something like that. So I want to see which I want. I'm actually just gonna have to real quick like take this down off of its foundation. Yeah, I need to figure out what I might want to use. There are ones that are like obviously not the right style. I just don't really use this stuff a lot, so it's just interesting to see what we have. Unfortunately, this one isn't really the right vibes, even though that is a good colour. But I just don't know that it really fits the vibe of the whole house that we've been doing, so yeah. This one is kind of cool, just because it is very like geometric and interesting, but the problem is the outside of the house is very like classic, like countryside kind of vibes, but then the inside is like super, super modern. So even though this one sort of matches the inside, it doesn't match the outside so much. But I can't tell if I think I can make it work or not, you know? It's that, or I think probably this just plain one is maybe the best bet just because it is very sort of neutral. I don't know, I kind of want to try and make this one work. I just think it looks so cool. Yeah, okay, I am gonna try that. But now let's do some landscaping, I think. I think we could go for a nice large oak tree, just cover up the abomination that is this build a little bit. Oh, maybe this one would be nice actually. That really takes up a lot of the garden, but like in a good way. Might just go ahead and like get like some small ones out the front as well. Then I'm thinking just like super simple, maybe just some like hedges like lining the front of the house. And then I was wondering if I wanted to like line them up down the side of the pathway as well. I thought that might be quite nice because that gives, I think, some much needed sort of like structure to the outside, you know? Okay, so this is what I've got, sort of like just hedges lining everything. I think that actually looks really good. Right, so I think I can put this back on the platform now and put the staircases back. I don't know how I want to do the stairs actually because there's sort of like a weird spacing where the gazebo is. I think I'll put a bush there or something and then that's probably fine. So then what I'm planning on doing out here is maybe just like a little dining table on the patio. Do we not have like a rectangular glass table that's like actually meant for outside? Oh wait, here it is. There we go. I'm just blind. And then it would probably make sense to have like a grill here maybe. You can probably afford like a nice fancy one. You can get it in red. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I'm into that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna maybe put like, I don't know, this here. I just hate this little gap by the stairs. Maybe I should add some of those elsewhere. Otherwise it is like a little random. And then I don't really know what else for the back garden. I wasn't really planning on there being much. We could maybe get this like very extra post box. Then I had considered doing like some sort of vines or something just along like some of the house, but I don't know if that is actually a great idea. I just think it would be very good vibes. Whether it actually works with like the style I'm doing, I don't really know. I mean, I suppose what I could do is I could have some of these placed along the side maybe. Yeah, like I was considering something like this, but I don't know that that really fits the vibes I've been discussing really, does it? As cute as it looks, I don't know that it's really Grumpy's vibe. But just know that like in my heart, I wanted to do that. I do wish there was something here though. I feel like this feels really empty in the middle of the like house like that. I kind of wish I could use something like this, but I don't think that's necessarily gonna work. Just because like sometimes old houses have little plaques on the front and stuff like that, so kind of like it. Does that look so out of place though? It just feels like it needs something, you know? Anyway, sorry, I'm doing like a million things at once. I'm gonna get rid of these vines, and I do like these trellises, so I'm gonna do some of those along here as well, because I think that's sort of like, that's a good cover up for the fact that there's not windows on this side of the house either. And I think I might leave this little plaque thing. I think it's good. I think you can see where I'm going with it. Okay, and final touch is just some terrain paint just under all of the landscaping. Classic sort of stuff going on here. Okay, and I think that means we are officially done. It does feel like I should have something else in this garden, doesn't it? Maybe a bird bar. Maybe just in this corner here would be cute. Oh, or there's this one. I've never used that one before. Maybe that might be quite cool. That sort of fits the vibes more, I think, you know? Okay, I think this is probably done then. Obviously small things may change as and when I fill in the rest of the little lots, but for now I think this is it. So let's just take a quick overview of what we have done. So first of all, you come into the house basically just straight into the main living room. There's no sort of entryway. You have the dining table right here. You've got a chess table, nice living room area with a nice fireplace TV, and then you got the big kitchen island. Very fancy kitchen, I think. Really feeling the modern vibes, which is good. Oh, and ignore this. I don't know how that's ended up there. It was there. So we go through here into this laundry room slash like half bath area. Oh look, and you'd have a lovely little view of the birds at the bird bath. Come on now. Yeah, if you go through around to here, this is the door into Grumpy's bedroom with the huge clock. I just really tried to go all in on this sort of like 2010s modern vibe, and I think it worked. And then through here we have the ensuite bathroom. That is brown. Okay, right, there we go. That one's black. That also looks brown, but I think that is meant to be the black swatch. I actually think I might swap it out for this one just because that is very much like definitely black. It's just a little bit ornate for the style I'm going for, so I'm not, ooh, I don't know. Unless I just go for white instead. Quickly change that in here as well. Or grey. Yeah, you know what, let's just do the grey. Let's just do it. Okay, so this is the bathroom. Here we are. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so we go through here, up the staircase, and then we have this little hallway. I'm still unconvinced on this wall art, but we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go for it. Go through into this office space, which I actually love. I think this looks really cool. And good, that has deleted some of my bookshelves. Oh my gosh, okay. We're just gonna have to pick some random stuff quickly. Okay, I don't know what I had before, but I've just thrown a few bits of clutter in there. I got this little like trophy, as if she's got like an award or something for, I don't know, good business. Yeah, that is a bit of a curse of these like items that slot together. Sometimes they just disappear. Anyway, I just think it looks pretty cute, so that's all good. We got the little meeting area, we got the desk space, the little fish tank. Yeah, I think this is a nice little like work area. And then we can come through into the like skill hobby area. We got the candle making, the massage table, some knitting, place to meditate. I think it's good. She's probably very busy, serious businesswoman. She needs some relaxing time. We have this upstairs bathroom, which is basically just a copy of the one downstairs, and then we have the guest bedroom, which I think after all my pain trying to do it, I think it actually came out okay. You know, I think I like where we ended up. And then downstairs we have the big sliding doors that go out on to the lovely little patio, table and chairs, grill, little bird bath, and that's pretty much the whole build. I am actually just going to put this little candle out on the table as well, just because I think that's good. Which reminds me, I also need some outdoor lighting. I always forget that, but that is the absolute last thing. Okay, so I think I'll probably just get these ones sort of nice and simple either side of the door there. Maybe just a little light like that. Like, this light looks a little bit more like you would usually have it on a community lot. But actually, I think that sort of fits the more modern vibe I've been going for. And maybe that would also be good out the front here. Maybe if I put it here and then have the post box just to the side, maybe? Okay, I think that's actually probably pretty good. All right, so that is finally the build finished. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has actually been a fun one. Like I kept saying, very different style for me. Not something that's actually like personally for me, but it is nice to build like that sometimes with things that you would never do for yourself kind of thing. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for future content. As I've said, this is a build for my legacy challenge, so if you've not watched any of that and you're interested, that is on a playlist on my channel. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.